Welcome to the deep dive. Today, you've brought us a really fascinating puzzle about military air transport.
That's right. We're looking at Denmark, a key NATO member.
And the mission is to sort of unravel a strategic paradox. Why, when so many European allies are grabbing these new, faster transports, is Denmark seemingly standing firm with its current fleet?
Exactly. And to understand that, we need to quickly distinguish between tactical airlift and strategic airlift.
Okay.
Tactical is more about getting things into tricky spots, closer to the action, maybe unprepared runways.
Right, the last mile.
Precisely. Strategic is about moving large amounts over big distances fast.
Got it. So we'll explore Denmark's current setup, this cutting-edge Embraer C-390 Millennium jet, and, well, what this divergence means for them, and maybe for you, as someone watching these global shifts. Let's unpack this.
Okay, so Denmark's current capability, it really hinges on their Lockheed Martin C-130J Hercules fleet.
The workhorse.
Absolute workhorse. They got it back in 2004. They're modern turboprops, very robust.
How much can they carry?
About 20 tons of cargo, or maybe 120 passengers. And crucially, they can operate from short, even quite primitive runways. That's their strength tactical access.
So, if they're still doing the job for those rugged missions, why aren't they looking at replacements yet?
Well, their current defense budget, and this runs right through to 2033, shows no specific plans to replace these C-130Js.
Huh. So where's the money going?
Big-ticket items elsewhere. Think F-35 fighter jets, those new Airbus A330 MRTT tankers, and MQ-9B Sky Guardian drones.
Ah, the drones for Arctic and Baltic surveillance, right?
Exactly. Critical stuff for them. It really tells you that, for now, high-end combat power and long-range intel are the priority, not necessarily a tactical airlift upgrade. It's a calculated choice.
Okay, but then you look around Europe.
And that's where it gets interesting. While Denmark holds steady, this Embraer C-390 Millennium, the jet-powered transport, is seeing huge uptake.
Designed more for that strategic role.
Yes, faster, longer range, and countries like Portugal, Hungary, the Netherlands, Austria, Sweden, the Czech Republic, they're all adopting it.
Wow, that's quite a list.
And often it's specifically to replace or complement their own C-130s. There's a clear trend among Denmark's neighbors and allies.
So what's the big draw? Why are they making that switch? The C-390 must offer something significantly different.
It does. Speed is a big one. It cruises around 870 kilometers per hour. Compare that to the C-130J's 675.
That's quite a jump.
And payload. A bit higher at 26 tons. But perhaps the key thing is its modularity.
Modularity? How so?
It can be quickly reconfigured. Air-to-air refueling tanker one day, heavy cargo the next. It can even become a flying hospital for medevac missions.
Right. I heard the Netherlands really invested in that medevac capability.
They did. So that mixed speed, capacity, and true multi-mission flexibility that's clearly very appealing for rapid long-distance needs.
Okay, so the trend is clear. The advantages seem significant, but Denmark isn't biting.
Not yet, at least officially. All indications are there's no direct interest or procurement plan for the C-390 from Copenhagen right now.
Which suggests what? They're just happy with the C-130Js for now?
Either that, or their strategic priorities are genuinely different. They seem focused on optimizing that tactical last-mile access, maybe especially in their near region like the Arctic, rather than prioritizing the long-range strategic speed other allies are chasing.
It's a real trade-off, isn't it? Choosing regional tactical strength over broader strategic alignment, perhaps?
It seems that way.
Is there any connection, though? Anything that might make a future C-390 buy easier if they change their minds?
Well, it's interesting. Embraer does have a pretty significant commercial presence there. Scandinavian Airlines, SAS, operates a fleet of their E195 E2 jets.
Ah, so there's an existing relationship.
Exactly. No, civilian orders don't automatically mean military ones, of course. But having that infrastructure, the logistics, maybe maintenance familiarity, it could potentially smooth the path later on. It wouldn't be starting from absolute zero if their strategy shifts.
Makes sense.
And this really highlights the core question for Denmark going forward. The C-390 offers jet speed, that rapid response across vast distances, think high north deployments, strategic reach.
Whereas the C-130J
excels in getting into those tough, unprepared spots. Tactical access, where can a jet just not go?
Right.
So their future choice really depends on which capability becomes more critical as their defense needs evolve, especially with that growing Arctic focus.
So bottom line, Denmark isn't rushing to join the C-390 club like many neighbors, but the plane's capabilities and that growing network of users make it a compelling thing to watch long term.
Definitely.
It really shows you how nations have to balance today's specific needs against tomorrow's technology and, well, what their allies are doing. For you watching this, what stands out in that balancing act?
And maybe connecting it to the bigger picture, you might ask yourself.
Yeah.
Will sticking with the C-130J eventually force a rethink, especially as more and more allies operate these faster multi-role C-390s?
The interoperability question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How might that affect Denmark's role in future multinational operations where everyone else is flying the same newer kit? It's certainly something to keep an eye on as we watch the skies.